welcome back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, conversationalist.
My name is Tori, not conversationalist Thompson.
My name is Tyler. I'm not conversationalist either. Tay, I'm going to see where you're going.
All right, so this past weekend, I flew down to Florida for a Pokemon event, but that's all I'm going to say of Pokemon so that you two don't yell at me. And
Go to hell.
Okay.
You son of a
Christ.
bitch.
We're 3 seconds into the goddamn show.
Exactly, and you already
I
did
don't
it.
care about this anymore. Tyler, you go with yours.
Did James Cameron make the avatars more fuckable this go around?
Hell yeah, you did, brother.
What the fuck?
Every other scene, they got their fucking lips all hanging out from those loincloths.
It's like they were just the avatars were so slutty this go around. They were really slutty.
Dude, they were fucking cheek to high heavens. Are you kidding me?
Damn. Now
Like-
I really want to see this movie.
Yeah, and you got to see it in 3D because like it seems like he was having them throw a lot of ass backwards in your face in 3D.
Ayo.
Yeah.
So anyway, pick up your 3D ticket to Avatar 2 Wetter and Better.
Wetter and better. What's the next one called? Like the bearer of the seed? Isn't that what the title was?
Avatar 3, they're breedable.
Avatar 3. Yep, it's past 3D. You can fuck them now.
You can fuck them.
It's 4D, and the fourth D means dick. You can put your dick inside these avatars.
Wow, James Cameraman really does a good job of making them movies.
He's such a fucking visionary. I walked into
And he's
this.
so horny.
So fucking look, James Cameron made a horny ass movie that is entirely about having a girlfriend that's way taller than you and she like picks you up and like swaddles you. That man is clinically horny. He's making 5 whole movies about it. He's making 5 whole.
Anyway, Tate, you were in Florida.
Yes, I was in Florida, and on my flight home, Josh and I were sat next to
Who's Josh?
My roommate.
There we go.
Okay.
You got to contextualize it.
You got to contextualize
Oh.
it. People don't know who Josh is.
People don't know who
Okay,
Josh is.
Okay. And
It's all that Pokemon. It's rotting your goddamn brain.
Oh, good. Fuck. And the third person in our plane seat row was a very boomer-looking man. Like, I can't explain how this man looked except for the word boomer.
Yeah, it seems bad to judge people based on their appearances, but go on.
And he struck up a conversation with us. And through
Never
this
do that on a
conversation-
plane.
Well, we didn't start it.
That's what I mean. He's not off to a great start. Striking up a conversation on a fucking aeroplane. Like, we're going to be fighting over the goddamn armrest in about 5 minutes. And the fighting is like... We're not using words when we're fighting either. It's just I'm stealing it, and then you're gonna try and like move your elbow a little bit, and I'm gonna fucking steadfast like plant my elbow down. Like no. This is where my flag is. You gotta, if you want me off of this hill, you are gonna have to fucking throw me off of it.
Mm-hmm. And for context, at this point, unfortunately, I wasn't like wearing any girl clothing or passing or anything like that because it was a long weekend. I didn't have time. So this man thought I was a cis male, obviously, and approached the conversation of like, these 2 boys on the plane.
That's the worst fucking
thing or two.
That's the worst. That's the worst fucking thing it could possibly be. I was literally gonna make the joke of like, yeah, look at all us men in this airplane. All of us, 3 men in this row. What are the odds? You know, the future liberals one is like there'd be like inclusion. There'd be like a trans woman in this row on the plane if the liberals had it their way.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And as we kept talking, we found out that he was like a military contractor guy, but having to like participate in this like conversational hostage situation.
I honestly, you should have leaned into it and been like, yeah, I've always really needed a father figure in my life, so I'm really glad to be sitting next to you on this plane, Sergeant.
We we tried to like this. The conversation would sometimes stray to like
pussy
political issues. No.
Y'all like pumping that gas, right?
Sometimes I just hang around in it. After I'm done, I just stay inside, you know?
Marinating that.
Points at the stewardess. I'd love a piece of that ass, wouldn't you, boys?
You know, back in the 70s, it was legal to get gash airborne, you know what I mean?
So
You could harass women all day on an airplane. You were on an airplane. It didn't matter. That's what they were hired for. And it's like, oh my God, fuck.
And every time the conversation kind of like swayed political, like the main thing we were talking about was like automation and like automating jobs and like what that would do to the economy for some fucking reason. That was the topic we were talking about. And Josh and I had to be like, yeah, whoa, yeah, that's crazy that those jobs are eliminated and you provided training for those to get the higher level jobs to oversee the automation. Yeah, that's crazy. But like, did the people who didn't get those opportunities have like social safety nets to fall back on? No. Oh, that's crazy, dude.
No, Tay, you're not understanding the grind set here because like, hey, here's a tip for our audience. Like you can all be using ChatGPT like right now to be earning
we also talked about
passive income. Like you're listening to podcasts, like wasting your time when you could be earning passive income using ChatGPT. Literally, it's so easy. Just ask ChatGPT, how do I earn passive income? And it'll tell you like sell pictures of your mom. And I do whatever ChatGPT tells me to do because I'm on that fucking grind set. Okay, automation, everything. I'm in it. I understand it.
I just learned what that shit is like last week, and now I can't stop hearing about it every second of every day.
Fucking ChatGPT.
I don't give a fuck. I just don't.
It's really
about AI
powerful.
pretty much in general.
It is really powerful. You should at least pay attention to what's happening because like some of the audio AI that's out there too is really scarily good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And like I use the stuff when I have to, but I am simply not interested in a conversation about AI.
Yeah, it's
I do think the best application of ChatGPT I've ever seen though was some student typed in write me an essay on blank topic and then outputted that to his 3D printer so that the 3D printer would write it for him in pen. And he just sat back and played video games.
We used to go to college to learn.
Back in my day,
I
had to Google stuff with my own fingers.
Oh my God, we are literally at the point where boomers thought we were when we first started doing everything on computers. Like, you know, the argument of like, computers make everything all easy now and there's no effort in anything anymore. We've actually reached that point.
Stop. I'm done. I don't want to talk about AI. I don't care. I don't want to talk about AI anymore.
Cut all of it, Tyler.
I think my last take on it, which we talked about way, way long ago, is automate everything and just kick it.
No, I refuse to kick it. I'm gonna be as uptight as I was back. I think that was the episode both of you were like screaming at me in the end, like Tyler, just kick it, just kick it. Actually, I'm gonna splice some audio in from that. We gotta find the episode. We gotta find what episode that is. I'll splice that in really quick.
No, Tyler, just fucking kick it. Kick it,
okay,
my guy.
I'm kicking it.
For Tyler, it's pouring him a tall glass of Mountain Dew already.
I would, and guys, I would have been on board with this had you just said it's just Smart House. If you would have said it's Smart House, then I would have just been there with you already. There's a moment where both of you are screaming.
You truly had the dumbest stance possible.
I have no idea what it was.
Your stance was, I don't care if I get universal income. I would still go to a job rather than not have to work for the rest of my life.
I'd rather be a ranch hand than do nothing.
God damn it.
It wouldn't be doing nothing. It'd be doing what? Anyway. If you wanted to get out of the conversation with the boomer, could have been like, oh, what you fellas going down to Florida for? And you could have said Pokemon, and then he would have jumped out of the plane.
No, because the first thing that he noticed about us, because this was on our way home, was my giant Sprigatito plush that I was bringing back home, and he asked what it was, and I had to tell him.
I'm sorry, I don't know half of the words that were in that sentence.
Oh, Sprigatito, it's the new grass starter.
I don't know the words.
Don't ask further questions, Tyler. No follow-ups.
So my question to you two is, have you ever been held hostage in a conversation like this before where there's literally no out because, like, in my case, it was a plane and I was middle seat and I could not do a fucking thing about this situation?
I feel like 90% of conversations I have with strangers feel like a hostage situation for me. Like, I cannot wait to get out of that conversation. I don't care if they're being really nice, like that makes it easier. But really, in my head, it's eject, go home. Mm-hmm. This was enough. Take the rest of the night off. This is you're done.
Unplug your phone, go to bed.
Yeah.
I also had a really horrifying bit pop into my head. How fucking cursed would it be if you like stop that person from listening to their show and go, "Oh, you like podcasts? I've got one. Do you want to listen to mine?"
Oh.
And then then you take out your phone, you turn the volume up, and you just place, you hold it. And you have to do the thing where you like cup your hand around the speaker so that it's a little bit louder.
On an airplane too.
And then as you have a dumb smile on your face, and then as it's playing, be glancing over at their eyes like, huh?
Yeah, like
this is the hot goofs that you like.
Oh God, that's so horrible.
I'm doing something to really secure how do we use artificial intelligence for good.
I fucking knew you were up to some shit. God damn it.
I'm typing into ChatGPT right now. Please give me a way to get out of a conversation where someone wants to talk with me on an airplane about automation. Lane, about AI.
Now fucking ChatGPT is taking our job as podcasters with coming up with content.
It's weird. Number one, it just says it just said kill them. It just said literally fucking ice. I'll like number one, literally fucking ice them. That's weird that it said that.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Very crazy.
Number three, pretend to fall asleep, but when you wake up, fucking ice them. Also, the actual suggestion it gave is offer to continue the conversation after landing. Hey, ain't no one gonna get away with that one.
No way.
Like
dude,
after we land, we part ways
worse.
forever.
Yeah. As soon as you're deplaning, you don't know the people who are sitting around you. I don't care if it was an 8-hour flight.
That's a terrible suggestion. This AI sucks.
Mm-hmm. The first thing you do when you step off of the plane and out of the little hallway thing that they attach to it, you're gone. You don't know anyone anymore ever.
Mm-hmm. Not even the people that you're going on the trip with.
No.
I was worried that I was going to, when I was on a plane last month, I was worried I was going to have a chatty Cathy because they sat down and they started with, so where are you from? And it's like, no, we are not starting this. I'm going to fall asleep, okay? I'm going to fall asleep in this chair. You're going to do whatever your business is. And we're all going to, at the end, go our separate ways, not even smile at each other in passing. We're just all going to forget this experience where we're all on a fucking bus in the sky and it's uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is my goddamn armrest, okay? Because for some reason, my girlfriend always gets the fucking window seat. You know what? As a man, I deserve the window seat sometimes.
I agree with that.
Why?
Yeah, brother, speak your mind.
No. Justify it. It's
like when you go to a restaurant with your girlfriend and
someone dies.
No. Let's hit that. Let's extrapolate. So you're at a restaurant and someone dies, but that's not the end of it. You were on a first date and someone dies at the restaurant. What happens if you're on a first date and someone dies at the restaurant?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Do you make a joke?
You can't really make that a defining part of your relationship either.
No, you're kind of cursed. It would feel like we shouldn't continue because we got together and someone fucking died.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be like, oh, babe, do you remember our first date?
It was so romantic.
Fucking died.
It was so romantic. The guy 2 booths behind us had a fucking colossal heart attack at the Red Lobster and died.
Okay, hold on. I hate that I'm about to ask this. But...
Yes! After a year, we finally got Tori to participate in what happens if you die in a restaurant. Let's fucking go!
Your motion blur on your camera made it look like you were just painted in streaks.
Let's go!
Does the distance away from you make a difference? If it's 2 booths behind you, is that different than if it's on the other side of the restaurant and you didn't really see it go down?
I think it's different. I think it's if it's 2 booths behind you, you gotta because you're going to be curious, right? Human curiosity going to take over, but you can't fucking crank your neck all the way back to look at the dead old guy.
If someone's dying, it's not a secret thing. You're not the only one clocking that.
Yeah, but
there's staff running. 911's been called at that point, unless they just shut their eyes and never opened them again and they stayed upright.
But you got to imagine there's a way to, like, you can shoot a glance. You cannot be a child, like, open mouth, like, staring at it, like, pointing, like, there's a dead guy on the ground. Like, you can't keep looking. You have to look away.
I think you absolutely can. That's maybe one of the few times you can do that in a restaurant.
It still feels so disrespectful.
Are they going to be embarrassed that they're going into cardiac arrest?
No, but
is that what you're worried about? Like, no, everyone's looking at me.
Not them. You should be embarrassed for wanting to watch a person die in a Red Lobster.
Mm-hmm. But the other thing is, too, sometimes you don't have an option. Like, what if you're in a booth and the booth side that you're sitting on is facing the direction of the dead person? Like, you can't escape that.
That's why I do think it is different. Like, because if they're two booths behind, it's hard to, like, crank your neck because you got to, like, voluntarily... Like
poke your head around the corner,
you gotta be like, you gotta be doing some Cirque du Soleil level of flexibility to get eyes on that. Whereas like if you're in the booth and they're at like a table next to that booth, like right across the aisle, you are watching that. And yeah, that's where it's like, I can't look away. It's like right there. I can't look away. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't possibly look away, even out of respect. Like, I think it does change it because then you're exposed to it, and like the paramedics are like they have a chance of like, you know, like kicking up mud on you when they're coming to collect the dude. Like you're essentially part of the fucking crew that's got to try and revive this man. You're hearing the ribs cracking.
And again, if this is a first date situation, like, hey Tori, how's your phone scrolling going?
Great. I'm literally looking at my hand. That's how little I give a fuck about this.
Yeah, you looked like you were just like swiping on Twitter or some shit.
No, I'm just looking at my nails. Like, they'll talk for a while, and eventually I'll hear a cue to enter the conversation
they'll
once
wear
more.
themselves out.
Yeah.
But if this is a first date situation, like,
great, fuck.
You can, maybe for like the first week and a half afterwards, you're like, haha, yeah, our first date was somebody died. But like after that first week, everyone you tell that story to is like, oh my God, that's so fucked up. That's not funny. Or heartwarming or anything. That's just fucked up. Bad omen. Like, should you be with this person?
Well, here's the real kicker though, is does it happen again on the second date? Like if you try,
oh no!
If it happens again, I feel like you're morally obligated to stay away from each other because wherever you get together, someone's fucking dying.
One of us two is the harbinger of death, and I'm not sure who it is, so we should just kind of...
We each contain a piece of the harbinger of death, and when we get together and we start having some caloric intake together, something goes awry. Like we could go on a bowling date. We can go rock climbing. We can go surfing. We can do anything. Just
a lot of those are situations where people regularly die, though.
Yeah, that's
like, oh, someone's gonna die rock climbing. Yeah, you're climbing a cliff.
No, I mean, that's what's incredible is that like they're doing like skydiving, rock climbing, surfing, all of those, and no one's dying. It's only once like you're bowling and then someone sets down like a fucking basket of cheese curds. The second one of you like puts that in your mouth, someone's dying in one of the lanes.
Yeah, like the moment the cheese curd touches the tongue, like someone slips onto the bowling alley and their head gets crushed by a bowling ball going down the lane. Come on, Tori. you want to talk about it?
Come on, Tori. You want to talk about what happens if you're on a first date and someone dies in a restaurant?
Come on, play in the space.
Oh, I tried to play in the space, and then Tyler created the rules that no normal restaurant etiquette applies, so you can't look over, even if someone is currently dying in the middle of the floor.
I'm not policing you.
It's still rude to crane your neck and look.
I'm not policing you. I just think it seems a little bit disrespectful to be like fucking bending your neck around to watch someone die. Like it seems a little bit like you're like, I want to watch the light leave them.
It's not like the paramedics or like people start screaming and then you're like, someone's dying right now. I cannot turn around and look. It's like you have to fucking block it.
You have to look, but to continue to look.
I don't care. I don't care about it.
Watch it go down.
Oh my God.
Tay, you agree it's kind of a sicko thing to like watch it happen, to like continue to watch.
I think it's beautiful that this whole podcast has touched on 3 of Tori's least wanting to talk about topics. We've got Pokemon.
And none of them had to come up. None of them had to be brought up.
Dying in a restaurant.
Well, we have a lot of user things that we are legally obligated to get to because they've been piling up for some time. So it seems like we should probably get to them. Now, let's look here. Let's go through our Rolodex.
I fucking hate, I don't know what Tyler's about to read, but I know as a joke, often our audience will post in the Discord what happens if you die in a restaurant. It should be a topic.
They do.
I have a feeling Tyler's looking for that.
No. I have them all written down here. This one, we got a couple of good ones. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. This one's from Garth Mall from a little while ago.
God damn it.
If you were a college professor and you were eating at a restaurant and someone if you were a college professor, what valuable lessons are you teaching the budding minds of America? As an example, Garth thought I would be teaching a course on advanced gaslighting. I don't know why everyone thinks I'm a gaslighter. Where is this coming from? I've never done that a day in my life.
Ooh. Well done. Clap, clap, clap.
You're all so fucking crazy. I've never talked about that shit ever.
Tyler, there is a memory I have of you wanting to write a book where the second chapter was how to gaslight women, parentheses, it's easy.
I don't remember that.
Oh, fuck.
I do not remember that.
Wouldn't.
I don't think that happened.
Your memory sucks. You never
Tay,
It
you
does
always
really
are like
suck.
totally wrong about things too. Like that's kind of your whole thing is that you're wrong about a lot of things that are easily fact checkable. And I feel like that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I totally agree with you.
And that, class, is how you gaslight.
I don't know. It's hard to think of Tay in a fucking collegiate environment, like teaching something in the realm of like this in the realm of where people know you in this podcast, because like your class would just be like, hey, here's the thing that I think, and like it'd be like, does that come from a textbook? Is there like literally anything you can give us to back that up? And you're like, no, but it feels good to say out loud. And it's like, that's not how college works. That's not how learned minds operate.
It is in the liberal arts schools.
Did you know that dogs actually do calculus as well? So
Check it out. And then I just start writing shit on a chalkboard, but it makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
It makes, yeah. Tay's a liberal arts teacher. Stupid and useless. Means nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I bring anything of academic value to the table.
I don't think any of us bring
you.
any academic value to anything.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless I could just make up something that like I do know a lot about, like all right, listen, this is where you're going to need to write this down for the test. So in season 6, episode 8, Hard Home, you see Jon Snow went to the special island that's off the coast of the wall, like
called Hard Home.
I have nothing like, yeah. I have nothing like that I can actually teach.
Well,
Right,
here's the
but
thing.
you could break that down into a literary analysis and like kind of follow the plot structure and
That's
like how
boring
the
though. I
story
just like it
works.
because he swings the sword real good. I don't like it for any literary value.
He's so hot and has big sword.
He's hot and he swings the sword real good. Anything else past that, like, oh, your artsy fartsy metaphors, I don't give a fuck, okay? He swings big sword good and looks hot.
Yeah, and it's like I like video games, but it's not like I could do a design course where like maybe I could do philosophy though, and I could be like Mario, he jumps, but what for?
Why
Ooh,
does he jump?
But for whom does the Mario jump?
You would think it was Princess Peach, but in this class, I'm going to teach you why that's a Eurocentric mindset and how to break free from these thought processes.
It's a heteronormative societal. It's a heteronormative societal fucking structure that Mario jumps for Princess Peach. Why can't he jump for Bowser?
Why can't he jump for himself? These are the questions we will answer today. So let's go.
Oh,
Here's the thing from Garth is that like it never specifies you have to be teaching like a class. It's just what are you teaching the young minds of America? Let's say you got hired for any class. Just what are you doing in your classroom? That's like, hey, here's a free one, okay? And then you shoot some shit out the chest.
Don't want to blow your minds, but I'm pretty good at ripsticking. So
Oh, you're gonna teach the budding minds of America how to ripstick.
I think a lot of people could benefit from that. You know, like I see, especially liberals, I see a lot of them riding loser bicycles around.
They're
and maybe
such
if they had a
dorks.
cooler mode of, you look like a loser.
You are
riding
getting
your fucking bicycle around as an adult, okay?
I can
Get a
see
ripstick.
that.
Tori, that's so fucking true because when I see someone like riding, I watched a dude ride a bike next to me today. I was on a walk and this motherfucker like all bundled up in his stupid ass like high vis gear and then like pedaling super hard on his loser ass bicycle. I looked at him and I said this. I truly did say this. This is a real story right here, okay? This is a real story. I looked to my girlfriend and I said, that's an unfuckable man. That is a man
So
that
rude.
truly no one could love. No one could love someone that's just trying so fucking hard to move through slushy ass snow on the street on a dorky mode of transportation.
If he wanted to be cool, he could have been bundled up, still in all of his high vis gear, but he could have had a ripstick that had fat wheels put on it for winter.
Get in a fucking car. Get on a skateboard. One of those motorized skateboards. A penny board. Fuck anything. But you look so dorky on a bicycle.
dude. Tori,
Yeah.
let's plan a trip to go to Belgium. Tyler's going to lose his goddamn mind with how many people are on bikes over there.
Yeah, but you know it's going to be like Tyler's going to see a bicyclist and he's going to, rightfully so, kick them off of their bike.
It's a country of
it's gonna be-
unfuckable people.
It's going to be 3 seconds until I'm joining him and together we're just having the time of our lives pushing over the citizens of Amsterdam.
You should just get really big like wooden dowels and just stick them in the tires as they go by.
Yeah.
You look like idiots. Do you guys know skateboards exist? Do you guys know about motorcycles?
They're not even riding like mongoose BMX bikes with like pegs and stuff like that. They're riding like mountain bikes.
Or like Schwinns, just like really
Yeah,
shitty
like road
Schwinns.
cycles. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with... Honestly, a moped is better. A moped is better than a bicycle.
So that's why I would want to teach a class on how to look fucking sick riding a ripstick.
That's good. That's a good
really
lesson
good.
for the young. Because all these fucking loser liberals and their stupid dork bicycles trying to like make the planet a better place. Yeah, can you do it in a more like attractive way though? That's so fucking lame. Jesus Christ. Ride a horse. Fuck, ride a horse. Anything. You look so fucking stupid.
So is that
I want to
the
believe
intent-
that Tyler's villain backstory is that
A bicycle.
his wife cheated on him with a bike manufacturer
With a
CEO.
bike.
like John Schwinn fucked Tyler's wife.
That bicycle made love to my wife.
He's like, oh baby, I'm gonna crank it up to 10th gear.
He was using bike metaphors. It was so fucking lame.
She was fucking riding him. He's like, you got some good shocks on you.
She hadn't shaved in a little while, and he's like, oh, good thing I brought my all-terrain tires.
Oh yeah, baby, lube my chain.
Whoa. Pegs are for BMX.
God damn it. So in Tyler's worldview, on one end of the spectrum, we have the virgin bicyclist, and on the far end of the other spectrum, we have the Chad horse rider cowboy.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
150%. 150%. It's not even a competition. Fuck, even a motorized bicycle. Anything.
Okay, well, hold on. I do feel like if you are a horseman, though, I feel like you cannot do full cowboy garb, because I feel like that brings it back down to like, oh, you're kind of just a nerd, or you're Old West LARPing, and I'm not into that.
Yeah, you're
no, it's just cultural appropriation.
You have to just be wearing normal, you have to be wearing your outfit that you've pieced together at H&M over the last 10 years.
No, or if you want to be able to do it, you have to give yourself lung cancer. Like, you got to be huffing marbs like there's no fucking tomorrow. So then that way, like, no, it's not cultural appropriation. I have lung cancer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You have to have a breadcrumb trail of cigarette butts following you and your horse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then it's okay. If you reek of cigarettes, it's okay.
I love how Tyler's worldview is, oh, excuse me, on your right, I'm a bicyclist. Oh, excuse me.
I'm cranking my elbow out. I'm fucking like, oh, on your right. Okay, thank you. Now you just alerted me to like let rip my right elbow to make sure that you fall off of your dorky ass bicycle.
And then the horse rider comes by and is like, whoa there, Felicity. We don't run into these fine people.
And I tip my hat. And I say, God bless you. Have a great day, sir.
Salute him and say thank you for your service. Gallop on.
I'm just riding a horse. Well, yee-haw, cowboy. You've done more for me than anyone here, okay?
Okay.
Not even. They don't even have an accent. They're just like, oh, okay. They talk normally. They're not.
You
Thanks,
in your own head, you hear the accent.
In my mind, I'm giving them an accent. I'm like, whoa.
And in your mind, he sounds and looks like Heath Ledger from Brokeback Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Tyler's favorite film of all time.
It is. It's a great fucking film.
It's a good movie.
It's fucking great. We could have had a real good laugh together. A fucking real good laugh.
Quote more of it.
Yeah.
I love that
to
shit.
me right now.
Start from the beginning, because I haven't seen it.
Here, I just carved out 10 minutes. Quote as much of the movie as you can.
No, that's bad radio. Oh, Garth, I thought of what I'm giving you as a lesson to the younger generations of America. Nothing. I'm fucking sabotaging you. What, you want to come for my job? No fucking way. I'm making sure you walk out of here dumber than you came in so that you're unhireable. Okay? That's the lessons that I'm giving the youth of America.
There you go.
They're trying to steal my goddamn job, okay? I'm making sure that they are stupid and that they can't. So that way, bam, that's job security for me. I'm making sure the whole entire younger generations are stupid. I'm giving them the wrong information to everything.
I'm guessing that if you asked Tay's fun plane friend, he would probably say that's already happening.
Yeah.
That was fun, Garth. Ha ha ha. That was great, Garth. Let's get into another question.
But I didn't answer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had something.
I don't.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, great. Great. Cool.
That was great.
I would teach a class on Pokemon.
Tay, I
Burn
would
in hell.
kill you.
You can cut that. You can cut that. It's fine.
M. Jamira Cat asks, Nathan Drake got a Subway ad. What would Crash Bandicoot get? Joel and Ellie? Kratos?
Ooh. That's a fun.
And it did remind me the very real Nathan Drake Subway ad.
Mm-hmm. I think Crash Bandicoot would have a Dairy Queen ad where they were advertising the new Wumpa Fruit Blizzard.
Wait, do you remember? Do you remember when Dairy Queen's mascot was just a mouth? You know, like the
Yes,
floating mouth?
yes.
Yeah.
What if it was Crash Bandicoot just making out with that mouth for 30 seconds? It was wow. It's
Just in his fucking jean shorts kissing a mascot.
and it's wet because Crash Bandicoot's tongue is going everywhere, and this mouth is like pretty much like sucking up the entirety of Crash Bandicoot. They are just making out. It's just 30 seconds, and it's just the Dairy Queen logo, and then Crash Bandicoot and the mouth from Dairy Queen.
Crash Bandicoot is jorts deep in this mascot mouth. Here's the thing, it's fucking hot.
Jorts deep in the mascot mouth, band name I called it.
It's almost hard to watch though. And here's the thing. It was 30 seconds during the Super Bowl. So it was expensive. They paid a lot of money to show you our favorite. What the fuck is Crash Bandicoot even?
He's a bandicoot.
That's not a real animal. You cannot convince me that's a real animal.
It's from Australia.
That is not real. There is no fucking way. There's no fucking way. You cannot convince me that America's they paid a lot of money for America's favorite dog to be making out with the former Dairy Queen mascot. I should say at that. It's not even their current brand guide.
No, Red Spoon is their fucking mascot now. Yeah. It's just a red spoon.
They paid so much money for America's favorite dog to be spinning and doing tricks in that DQ mouth.
Now, my question to you, Tyler, is this a beautifully cinematic masterpiece with like beautiful camera cuts and wonderful edits and tasteful angles, or is this just a static shot?
It's cheap.
It looks like PS1 graphics too.
Here's the thing. I'd love for it to be PS1 graphics. It's a guy they painted orange. He's wearing jorts, and he's just kind of like hopping into a big prop.
It's
Why
Steve-O.
does this sound odd? Oh, God.
And the tongue sounds really wet, and it's heavy. You can tell it's heavy because when it hits Crash Bandicoot just right, it like throws him in that direction.
Oh, God. I think Kratos would be a good Olive Garden mascot.
Why? Because he's Italian?
No, because when you're there, you're family.
I don't get that, Ted.
Kratos is pretty bad at having a family. He got his first one murked pretty hard.
Yeah, but now he's building a new one, right? That's the whole point of the games.
Well, he also is kind of losing it, though, isn't he?
I suppose.
He's kind of in the first game, he's kind of a bad dad.
Well, yeah.
I feel like Joel and Ellie would probably do some type of like sporting equipment thing, right? I feel like Joel's always cracking people over the heads with bats. He'd be like, Ellie, grab the Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
Only at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, we were out picking through a Dick's Sporting Goods, found a bunch of these guys. Love these bats.
I love these. I only look, if I found a sports authority or maybe a Champs, I wouldn't even walk in the door, okay? I only trust Dick's with my murdering. Oh, that sounds weird. I only trust Dick's with my murdering.
Trust the dick.
I mean, I guess they did kind of have an Arby's ad, though, in the show. So.
They have done 2 Arby's ads in the show. It's so fucking funny, and I love it. I'm living for it. I'm like, yeah, talk about Arby's some more, Joel.
Yeah.
Talk about what I want him, because he said something about like, this isn't an Arby's, or I don't know what the fuck. Or did he even
Nick
say
Offerman did that.
Oh, damn it. So it wasn't even Pedro Pascal. I want Joel to talk about in detail to Ellie his favorite menu items that he ordered from Arby's. Like, I want him to recant the taste of a beef and cheddar to Ellie, and she has no context. She has no context for what Arby's is.
I'm pretty sure they're feeding gelatin cubes like this is Snowpiercer out in those PCs. I don't know what's going. I don't know what their food sitch is, but I can't imagine it's great. It's certainly not a beef and cheddar.
She does not know what roast beef is, probably. She has no concept for the thin slices of deliciousness that they could accomplish. And then
he'd be like, oh, it's really, he'd be like, Ellie, it was a really savory sandwich. And she'd be like, I fucking literally don't know what you're talking about. What is that?
What do you mean?
Maybe Joel is really good at describing it. You know, like maybe he's got the guitar and he's kind of like playing.
He better be
thing.
fucking good though, because all she knows is food is smushy that goes in my mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that his sultry voice is so good on the guitar that he's just kind of describing it through emotion, Tori. He doesn't have to describe the texture, more so the what's the feeling of eating a beef and cheddar, you know? What other what other Sony original characters do we got? Or does it have to be Sony?
What's Aloy doing?
Yeah, I was literally about to ask about Aloy.
No one gives a fuck. No one gives a singular fuck. No one gives a fuck about who's the motorcycle guy from Days Gone.
You care about that guy more than Aloy?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's the one no one gives a fuck about.
There's also Sly Cooper.
Oh,
It's been
hell
too
yeah.
many generations. We got to get Sly Cooper back in the game.
We need to get Sly back.
Yes, we do.
I want that. Shit's fucking awesome. He's a raccoon though, so he'd probably be with like Republic Trash or something.
What?
It wouldn't be a fun sponsorship. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
It'd be with a waste management company.
Yeah, nothing sexy. Nothing sexy for Sly Cooper.
No. Been too many generations. They got him on a premium.
Yeah. He's kind of like he just doesn't demand the high price anymore, you know? It's not like he's getting like a really good like Quick Trip ad or like a fucking
Yeah.
you know, like anything national. He's getting like very local. Like you see him on like the local channels describing
Right. He's on the CW. And it's the same with like the Prince of Persia isn't getting a McDonald's meal named after him, right?
Not a chance.
Come to Sly Cooper's used car lot off of 56th and 7th, where the deals are a steal.
And he gains
Also,
so much weight.
He's so fat now.
Like he tries to like hook onto like a little line to like glide across like a couple of buildings. He falls. It's really sad to watch. He's an alcoholic now. It's really terrible.
crushes one of the cars. Yeah.
He was back then too.
What about Spyro?
I don't know why my brain instantly thought lingerie.
What?
I couldn't tell you why.
You're like, I want to see that little purple guy wearing a fucking
wearing a teddy.
I don't know why, but it was just it's not
You are turbocharging the Rule 34 artists with that one. Like,
No, he's
it's
not in it.
unabashed.
He's not in it. What I thought
He's
of was
not
like
in it?
No, what I thought of was like a Victoria's Secret model like walking by in like the lingerie, and then Spyro just because Spyro they're trying to make him like cool and sexy, so he just goes like and like blows fire, and then like the bra like falls off, and then they have to cover up really quickly, and they're like Spyro, and then he like winks at the camera.
So we're making him like
the
sexual
sexiest
predator.
woman you've the sexiest woman you've ever seen wearing just like the most elegant lingerie, and she's just like walking. It's like this really powerful slow motion walk, and then in the background, Spyro just goes, Spyro approves. That's what you're basically saying.
No, they make him like cool. They try and make Spyro like James Bond, you know, where Spyro's
like the Dose of Keys guy.
yeah, like they're trying to make Spyro like fucking like rad as hell. Like he's not. This isn't your dorky Spyro that was like, you know, like he couldn't ride a skateboard at first. It's once he learned to ride the skateboard in Spyro Year of the Dragon is when he became extremely cool, and now everyone wants to fuck that purple dragon.
So basically what you're saying is in this ad tie-in, it would be like, now at Victoria's Secret, new lacy teddy whatever fucking set. Also, be sure to check out Spyro Red Hot on PlayStation 5.
Yeah, like
dropping
they're
this
they're
summer.
like if you wear this, like Spyro might notice you. Like Spyro
might
loves the way
fuck
this
you.
looks. So like if you are wearing this and you got a crush on Spyro, hey, there's a shot. We're telling you there's a shot. It's like male fashion ads where they're like, oh, if you like buy this jacket, if you're like wearing this jacket, there's like a beautiful woman on your shoulder. They're kind of saying like, if you wear our clothes, there's a shot. It might happen. It's kind of like that. Or maybe he does wear the lingerie. Who knows?
Either way, what a horrifying image to put into the world.
Are there any Final Fantasy characters that anyone cares about?
Cloud.
That's about it,
Nope.
though, right?
What about Kingdom Hearts? Does that count?
Yeah,
like
what if
Sora?
Goofy?
Yeah, like yeah. Can we get
What if Goofy also did lingerie?
No, cologne. Oh, the goof. The new fragrance by Chanel.
The tough part about the Sony characters is that like
So fucking dumb.
the Sony characters you got to push really hard to sell something. The Master Chief could sell anything.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Master Chief is evergreen. You literally like give me a company. Give me a company.
Tyler, I'm sorry, I hate to poke a hole. The Master Chef couldn't even sell Paramount Plus subscriptions. So
This is true.
No, but that's the TV.
This is true.
That's the shitty bad TV Master Chief. I'm talking about game Master Chief.
okay,
Because
You want me
even
to give you it.
Master Chief sold a fuck ton of copies of Halo Infinite, and that game sucks shit. Like, he can sell anything.
He also sold a crap ton of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That's true. He made it. Not in name, but Mountain Dew truly is gamer fuel.
Yeah, which, like, if you really think about it, would a super soldier of his stature even fucking touch a Mountain Dew?
No, again, he only gets to eat gelatinous cubes.
I'm looking at some more Sony computer entertainment characters.
Jin Sakai.
And I came across Sackboy.
Hell yeah.
And for some reason, dispensary, like weed dispensary, just
Fuck
seems
yeah.
like a
Hell
perfect
yeah.
fit.
Sackboy's always been rad.
You can dress him up in like you can get the skin for him that's like Rasta colored knit. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Fucking Sackboy fucks. All right.
Sackboy has always been fucking cool as shit. Sackboy,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Like, that's why Sackboy and Spyro are so cool, is because Sackboy and Spyro specifically have skateboarding levels in their games. Not one of those characters has a bicycling level in their game, because that's for fucking losers.
It's for losers and libs, okay?
Ooh, Parappa the Rapper.
Vapes.
Yeah, yep, that tracks.
But illegal
Yep.
ones. Like
Parappa the Rapper's black market vape stand. Like,
Yeah.
just sells them at county fairs.
yeah, but like has to move around before the authorities lock down the like latest location of his traveling cart. Because if anyone ever like locked down the location, he is for sure going to federal prison for at least 5 to 10. He has left a bunch of dead kids in his wake.
So again, just going through these characters, there's Nathan Drake, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro.
I don't think Nathan.
Tony-
Hold on, going back to Nathan Drake though. Nathan Drake did a Subway ad once. I don't think Nathan Drake would do a Subway ad again.
Oh, of course not.
I don't know if Subway's got the.
Why would he go
pull.
back to his sloppy seconds?
Yeah, Subway also wouldn't want him because Nathan Drake was also found to have child porn.
Oh, God damn it, Tori. God damn it.
It's just a little goof gang.
But the last one,
Your favorite,
the last one
your
on this
favorite
list
treasure hunter is a fucking pedophile. Everyone.
So anytime someone referred to a map in that game, it wasn't the piece of paper.
They actually like when they remaster those games, they're gonna have to like go back and like specifically indicate to the player like, while yes, you are still controlling Nathan Drake, we need you to understand that like this is a bad dude. Like, and he's like trying to like at every stage, he's like trying to be like, no, but I'm like rehabilitated. Like every mission, he tells you like he introduces himself like to every new character, like, oh hey Chloe, it's me, Nathan Drake, a rehabilitated child pornography haver. I'm a rehabilitated pedophile. It's okay. I'm rehabilitated. I already did my time.
Sure. The last character on this list is just Tony Hawk.
Also a
He wouldn't
pedophile.
sell anything. He would.
No, don't say that.
I know.
That's
I
a real
can't.
human
It's
person.
a real human person. I need to explicitly say that Tony Hawk is not a pedophile.
Tony, you're right. Tony Hawk is not a known pedophile.
Okay, hold on. You had a qualifier there.
Technically,
Can you imagine Tony? Again, all of the coolest PlayStation characters. What do they have in common? Skateboarding. You think they don't have Tony Hawk's fucking City Bicyclist 2? Like, what would that soundtrack be? The sound of your own fucking farts that you're sniffing, like, I'm doing something good for the environment. I'm on a bicycle. Like, fuck yourself.
Looking at all these characters.
If you own a bicycle, no, hey, shut up. I got something to say right now.
I was going to bring up the skateboarding thing, but all right.
If you own a bicycle, you have one of two things you can do after listening to this podcast. You can throw it out into the street, get rid of it, never see it again, or you can commit to being unlovable the rest of your life. What do you want?
Can we consider Spider-Man a PlayStation character?
We can.
And not a Marvel
Legally.
character?
We legally can.
We legally can.
Yes. What
he
is
is a Sony
Spider-Man selling
character.
me? What is Spider-Man selling me?
A load of shit. Don't trust that fucking bug.
I wouldn't trust that fucking bug as far as I can spit.
Same goes for that fucking Paul Rudd character. Get him out of here.
I fucking hate that dude. If you see Spider-Man and he's like, oh, I'm fucking swinging around New York City, shoot him down. Shoot him. He's a menace.
This is why
Use
we
your right to bear arms and
I was
fucking
gonna say, this is
just
why we have the Second Amendment.
just bird shot him out of the sky.
We need all of New York to be armed and that there are bullets constantly flying in every direction in the sky so that there is no possible way that Spider-Man could get from point A to point B without like the chance of being shot out of the sky. We got to get that fucker out of there. Bring me the body of Spider-Man.
You know what else needs to be put in a body bag? This podcast. So go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, and a review. Really helps us out, gets us into curated lists, spreads us around, and go ahead and share us with your friends. That'd be pretty cool. And if you want to join in the discourse, you can join our Discord, like our other friends that we have graciously accepted their comments from to add to content to the show.
Yeah, you're welcome. We graciously allowed you to be in this show.
Yeah. You can find that in the description of wherever you are listening to this show.
You can also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia, which is the YouTube channel that corresponds with this very podcast. You'll find every single episode of the show, but there's also a lot of other shit on there, so go watch it. And there's a couple videos where Tyler looks so stinking cute. You're going to just be just soaking wet watching him.
My favorite one is the one where he's tied up in the basement watching CSI.
It's so masculine.
It's very cute.
It's very masculine to be held against your will watching all 26 seasons of NCIS.
Oh, it's NCIS. My bad.
Yeah. It's very masculine to be against your will.
You were very sweaty in that video.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the goth girl does something to me in that show. I was
You
sweaty
love
for
Abby
that.
Shuto. I knew it. You're an Abby Shuto guy. I knew it.
Everyone's an Abby guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, we've reached the end of the episode where it's time to go our separate ways, but we leave you with one parting gift, our final baseless claim, where we just say whatever random thing that we want to say this week, and we just leave you with that. We leave you to absorb it, kind of like soak in the stink, maybe sit in the room with that fart for a little while longer than you're comfortable with, and really digest it, you know? If you had a stuffed animal as a kid, like, you're a pussy. That's just the end of the day.
What the fuck?
And if you have one as a 27-year-old?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
It's same rule applies with bicycles. You should be shot. Just
What
you should
the
be
fuck?
you should be thrown. You should be you shouldn't be qualified to like ever get an apartment or a home. You should never be able to find housing if you had or have a stuffed animal or a bicycle.
And another thing, I didn't fart on that bus, so I don't know why everyone looked at me.
What? No one was talking
It wasn't
about that.
me.
No one was talking about that.
A lot of people looked at me, and I didn't even do it. It was the guy next to me, but he fucking walked away right away, so everyone thought it was me.
I have two things. First thing, Tyler, I am finally happy enough in my life to be buying stuffed animals for myself, so fuck you. And my second thing
Pussy.
is, after we've talked about it for so long, I think I want to die in a restaurant.
I think I'd also like that.